Hi everybody, my name is Lynn MacDonald and today I'm going to be covering finding groups, how to sell on Facebook, finding groups, selling online using your Facebook groups. Now first of all, it's important to point out that we're not going to teach you how to sell from the K-Life or the Cleaneasy website. We find that that's fantastic to use for friends and family and people you know really well, your Cleaneasy customers if you have them. But what we're going to teach you today with individual products on Facebook groups and using the Facebook groups we find is working much better. So we're going to teach you how to use the Facebook groups. As you know by now, there's 4 short videos under the section how to sell on Facebook groups. The first one is setting up your Facebook group. Hopefully by now you'll have watched that video and have your group up and running. Finding groups is what we're going to be covering today. Create and post adverts on your Facebook groups and promoting your group. That's the 4 videos we recommend. It's important that you watch each and every one of them a step at a time and please don't skip. So, how to sell on Facebook groups, finding groups. Well, Facebook I find are changing their system all the time. So the easiest way to find it is to put Facebook/groups in the address bar and that will take you to this page. Discover, where you can discover new groups and you can see all the different subheadings along the top there, which is fabulous, and we want to click on buy and sell, which will take you through to here. You've got your top suggestions and you can just keep on clicking see more. It's not in any particular area and you just want to search for the ones in your area. Unfortunately, I'll show you in a minute, the local ones, there are not that many at the moment and they're not that local to me. So if you want to search locally and you can't find enough using this method, you can go to your search bar. First of all, I'm just going to put buy and sell just to let you see what happens and how many groups there are up and down the country. There's literally hundreds and you want to go along to groups. Click groups and there you have a load of buying and selling groups up and down the country. That's just to give you an idea, but what you want to do is put your local area that you want to target. With me, I'm going to put West Lothian buy and sell. And just click on search and hopefully, if we scroll along to groups, you'll see the groups in West Lothian. I've already got a request sent there. Now what I do, if there's plentiful groups, and quite often there is, I do target groups. There's one there with 8,000 or 9,879 members. I'd rather have 60 groups with high members like that than 60 with, say, for example, 112. It's a new group, it's just building, keep an eye on it, you can add it later. But you want to pick groups. My target used to be a minimum of 1,000, but now I've raised the ballpark there. But because I'm already a member of a substantial amount of groups, you're not going to see as many here as what you would do if you put this search in yourself as a new distributor who's not in any groups. Change it to Livingston. You may change it to somewhere nearby. With me that would be Edinburgh. And there's also things like Livingston Gumtree, Livingston free things for sale, free things and things for sale, but you'll get ideas as you're going through them. Here's Livingston Parish buy and sell. Now what I would do is I'm looking for group rules, can't really see them anywhere, so I'll join this group, but I will read the rules to make sure that I can post in this group. And I would recommend that you have a quick look at the rules for the groups that you're joining. So, some tips here. Post 2 to 3 new products every day on 60 groups. Bump your products once per day. Now, if you don't know what that means, if you make a comment on your post, this takes it back to the top of the group. And more people see it on their homepage. It's called bumping. Now, it's important that you read the admin rules, because some groups don't allow you to bump, or only allow you to bump once a day or once a week. So you must check out the admin rules. Now, you can do this just by putting a small comment. It might be, these are selling fast. Get it back to the top of the group. And it can be done authentically by people liking and commenting on your products. Post 3 to 4 products every day on your own group. Don't forget, this is the whole reason we're doing it. We're building that online customer base via our own selling group. Space out posting and adding to groups to avoid bans. And remember to interact on Facebook. Be social. It is a social network. Now, you don't have to say, I've had chips and eggs for my dinner and I fell out with my spouse. It could be anything. Little mind quizzes, funny videos, cute animal competitions. Just be anything, but just be interactive and social. And on the groups that you're posting in, you know, you may want to like and comment on stories in the group. This helps you to develop a presence and to become known. People buy from people, and we've built a massive business with door-to-door catalogues through that, building a rapport with customers and people. So it's getting yourself known. So comment, like, get interactive. So when you're adding your groups, it's a good idea to get them organised. Now, this is an idea that I got from Karen Boardman when we were in India. So if you're wondering if we come back for these conferences with ideas that we can share and use to help our business, then here's one of them. I'll let you decide. Previous to this, we used to keep them on an Excel document, but Facebook, as usual, have changed their format. Now, down the left-hand side is my favourites. That's how I did it when I first started. I think you can get about 35 to 40 favourites. So that would be a portion of what I'd post every day. But I'm now going to show you a much easier way of doing it. So as you're adding your groups and they're accepting you, what you want to do, this is where you find the groups, quick reminder. When you add them, they'll go into your groups. And what you want to do is bookmark them into categories. And I'm going to start off with local, West Lothian, for example. So before I post my advert here, I'm going to bookmark this page. And I'm going to click edit and create a file down the bottom there, new folder. I'm just going to call it West Lothian Facebook. And save it. And if you have a wee look at the top of the page, you'll see that that's saved under West Lothian Facebook. Let's go to the next one. Now I'm just going into my favourites. You would just go into your groups. It takes you back here anyway. The new format is it always takes you back to your groups. Whether they're favourites or not. And we're going to add another one to the West Lothian. And there it is. Now, as I say, if you're new, you can add them when they accept you. First thing to do is bookmark it, decide on your categories, maybe local, and then it might be the next town out. You know, if you're in Glasgow, it might be Dumbarton or Paisley. In Livingston, it might be Edinburgh. It might be business ads, it might be job ads. It could be categorising your products into baby groups, gardening groups, pet groups. But for now, you can see there's my West Lothian. Now what we want to do is to bookmark another one. Make sure they're going in here. There they are. And all you do is click on each individual one. You just log into Facebook, go to whichever category you've chosen, and and add them. What I'm going to do now is just search for something, another category. Let's go for Scotland or something. Want to go into my groups, to be fair. Don't want new ones. So if you're new, you would probably be looking in the Discover section. But I have got groups, quite a fair amount added. Not as many on this particular Facebook as my other one. But that's a long story. So we scroll down. You could just be putting things into category. I'm now being stubborn and linked for Scotland. Sales, there's one for Scotland. Sales. Before I post my advert. Bookmark it. Edit. New folder. Scotland. Facebook. And then if you go up the top there, click there and you'll see the Scotland Facebook, and there's 3 Scotland sales in it. So that's an excellent way to organise your groups. So you're new to Facebook, just be aware that it is a social media. It's not really for business, as though thousands of people are using it for business. But we're using it free for business. So be social, be visible as a person as well as your products, and try to keep your products in a way that they're not business-like. And that can be found on creating your adverts and posting products, which is the next video. So use your timeline for personal posts and photographs. It doesn't have to be I've had chips and egg for my dinner and I fell out with my spouse. It could be a cute story you're sharing. It could be a cute video, a mind teaser, anything at all. But just remember to space out adding your groups and get yourself visible. You know, you might want to do 6 or 10, have a break. Add someone as admin to your group as well as your sponsor. Your sponsor may well have got the group started for you. And add yourself to an extra 5 or 6 groups every day. Once you've got your 60 groups, keep on adding and building your portfolio of places where you can basically blanket drop your products to build customers for your online selling group. And as I said before, you might want to ask your sponsor to add you to some groups to help you get started. So that's the end of finding groups. The next video is going to cover creating adverts and posting on the groups. So I'll see you in the next video.